welcome to You Can Do It. Today we're working on a Vespa ET4, same as the ET2s, all of the ETs basically. So what we've got a problem is, we've got a problem with the fuel tap on the bike. So what happens is the symptoms are the bike's running along fine, then suddenly it dies on you, then it starts picking up, then it dies on you, and you think it's a real carburetor issue, but actually, well, 9 times out of 10 it can be this. Once you've cleaned your carb and it still does it, then it's usually this that's faulty. So what happens is this doesn't let the fuel through. So normally what happens here is you have a suction here from the on this bottom one here is a suction from the carburetor inlet, and then that opens a valve in here which allows fuel to flow through. Now if that stops working or it's faulty, then you'll get fuel, sometimes you don't, so the bike starts jumping all over the place. 1 minute it's fine, and the way to really test that is go flat out, your throttle flat open, and then you'll find out whether there's enough, this is working properly, because it'll start really jumping around because it can't get enough fuel through. So we're going to replace this. I'm going to show you a way to do this with sort of partly fuel in the tank. So I've run it so that the tank it's not completely empty, it's still got fuel, it still runs, but rather than actually spend ages draining it, we're going to show you a quick way to try and do this without draining the tank. Okay, first things first, lift open the lid, door helmet's in there, take that out. Right, so we're down here, there's a little band in there which you need a little flathead screwdriver, and you undo that clamp in there. So I've done that, I've undone that clamp. If I put this hand down there, look, so you can move that, it's easy to move. So really all I need to do is pull this down, but as soon as I pull that down, I'm going to get fuel absolutely spewing out the bottom of here. So the idea is to pull that out and quickly put the new one back in, and then tighten that up, and then we can change the cables of it. Now I've already pulled off the bottom one here because that was easy, but this one, which is the actual fuel line, is much harder to pull off. So I'm not going to pull that off while that's in situ here. I'm going to pull this down. On the new one here, you see you've got a little rubber there. This is the rubber seal, and that goes in there, and literally that clamp around the plastic clamps that tight. Okay, so what we need to do is try and make sure we've got something, make sure that you haven't just run the bike and the exhaust is hot. So this has been standing for about 2 or 3 hours, so it's completely cold. So I'm just going to put a rag over the exhaust, because that's where the fuel will come down to, just so that it doesn't, you know, go all over the floor and everything. So I've put a bowl down there, look, and you can see that when I pull that out, any fuel will go into that bowl. So now I can't video and pull it out at the same time. So I'm going to pull that out and quickly put the new one in. Okay, so let's see. Alright, look, I've got that out and I've got the new one in, and there's just a little bit of fuel that dripped out there. So that's how to quickly do it without having to sort of drain your tank or go around that. So you can do it quickly. I didn't get any fuel on the floor or anything. So look, it's still dripping because I need to tighten it up. I'll tighten that up now, and then we'll see how we get on. Okay, look, I've taken the fuel from there and drained it into there with a, poured it into there, sorry, with a little spout. We got rid of all your fuel, so we haven't even wasted any fuel. So this is the old one, the one that was a bit dodgy. So now I can actually pull this off of here, which I'll do that. So this is the suction from the inlet manifold, so let's put that one in. That's on the bottom one, that's on. And now this one here, this is your fuel line, so let's put that one on as well. They're on. And so she's done. So we've managed to replace the tap at the bottom there, look, without actually having a major event. So hope that's helped someone. If you like the channel, subscribe, send me a thumbs up or whatever. Any questions, send me a comment. You can do it.